We've all been there, sitting in traffic when one of the neighboring cars decides they're going to share their music. And while it may be cool to pump up the volume, the damage it does to our ears will become evident in time. No one knows that better than the hearing aid and audiology specialists at Lake Ear, Nose, Throat, and Facial Plastic Surgery. They explain why the everyday sounds around us can have a lifelong impact on our hearing.
Loud noises over 90 decibels can be damaging to your hearing. What it does long term is damage the hair cells in your inner ear, and over time, as you age and they're already damaged, you'll notice more of a loss.
Anytime someone is working around loud equipment, working in a factory, it is regulated now that people wear hearing protection, and it's monitored by OSHA. A lot of people don't do that though, because they say, I can't hear my boss, I can't hear my coworkers, and so they sort of take their sound protection out, which can damage the hearing. So it's very important to wear hearing protection when you're working around loud equipment in a factory. A lot of people who are not in large companies, maybe they have a lawn company, a lawn service, and they're not monitored by OSHA, but they do need to be wearing earmuffs or earplugs to protect themselves from the loud equipment.
What we're finding is that younger people now need to come in for baseline hearing tests because we live in such a noisier environment that maybe our parents did. The music, their jobs, there's just a lot more noise involved.
Some of the first symptoms of hearing loss would be ringing in the ears. Ringing in the ears, what we call tinnitus, is something that is a symptom of damage to the hearing nerve. Many people will come in and say, my ears are ringing, and one of the first things we will do is test the hearing, because we want to determine, is there some damage or degeneration of the hearing nerve that can be associated with that ringing.
There are 3 types of hearing loss. There's nerve damage, which is called sensory neural hearing loss, and that's just where the little hair cells in your inner ear or the nerve is damaged. So there's nothing that can be done to fix that. We can aid it with a hearing aid, but we can't fix it. There's conductive hearing loss, which is something medically is going on in the middle ear that's not letting the signal pass through to get to the hearing nerve. So sometimes that can be treated medically, whether it's fluid or infection, or even if the bones of the middle ear are not working, there's surgeries that can be done to fix that. And then the 3rd type is called mixed loss, and it just means that it's a mix of both the nerve damage and the conductive. So there's a component of that loss that might be fixed medically, but you're still going to have some hearing loss from the nerve damage. Basically, we recommend people come in every 2 years for a hearing test, unless they say that there's a problem in between, because then it could be a medical problem, so they should go ahead and come in. A hearing test consists of 3 components. There's air conduction, which is through headphones or insert headphones. Speech testing, where we have them repeat words back to us, and bone conduction, which actually stimulates the hearing nerve. So all 3 of those components are required by law so that we can tell what type of hearing loss you have.
For more information on the hearing aid and audiology services available at Lake Ear, Nose, Throat, and Facial Plastic Surgery, please click on the Turn It Down store link icon on our homepage at yourhometownhealth.com.